It's Friday on What the F at $# movies that can be saved with a tweak. John Carter Wrestling Report, TNA results, Smackdown preview news and much more news. May 8, 2026. Dumb ass of the day. Porch Pirates 5 4 3 2 1.
It's Friday. What we like to do is to find a movie that can be saved with a few tweaks. 2012 John Carter.
Who is that?
Our world is under attack, John Carter.
That don't look like a fair fight.
And Earth is next. Will you stay, fight for us?
Get on.
John Carter fights for us!
Soon we will seal the fate of this world. This might get dangerous. I did not cause this, but I will end it! Nothing must stand in our way. Let's see what he's capable of.
John Carter 2012. To make John Carter 2012 more appealing, a studio should have retained the original title, John Carter of Mars, to clarify the setting and leverage the source material's brand. Fixing the film would involve accelerating the slow opening, marketing it as a planetary romance, rather than a confusing sci-fi, and highlighting the source material's influence on Star Wars and Avatar. The movie was a big undertaking where many anticipated the movie would be a home run, but things unraveled very fast. Marketing and titling. Change the title back to John Carter of Mars. Disney's decision to remove of Mars made the film's premise unclear to audiences, which was considered one of the worst marketing campaigns in history. It was based on series of novels from Edgar Rice Burroughs. The books were fun and embraced the creativity of imagination. Narrative pacing. The film had too many slow, convoluted beginnings that ruined momentum. A tighter edit focusing on the action-packed, planetary romance feel of Edgar Rice Burroughs' books would enhance engagement. Maybe breaking the movie in parts would help with pacing. Clarify factions. Make the distinctions between Heliumites, Zodingans, and the various Green Men tribes more visually distinct to avoid confusing the audience during complex battle scenes. As Star Wars introduced species or aliens, it was done in a fashion to teach the audience the important characters. Unfortunately, John Carter did not do that. Again, breaking the movie up in series would fix the problem. Emphasize legacy. Market the film by highlighting that it is the original, foundational story that inspired modern hits like Star Wars and Avatar, rather than letting it look like a cheap imitation of them. Again, competition with the fans of Avatar and Star Wars worked against the movie. The expectations were unrealistic and ultimately hurt the movie. Targeted appeal. Reframe the marketing to target fans of epic adventure and romance rather than just the generic young male sci-fi demographic, as early data showed poor interest among women. Studios have been neglecting target audiences, and this has snowballed more so in modern times. The movie wasn't bad, but expectations were unrealistic, which hurt this movie from being the success that should. Watching it today, a big what if. Reports of Part 2 are being discussed and maybe they can resolve many of the problems. Now to the wrestling report. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go over the results of TNA Impact. 1. No disqualification match. Eric Young vs EC3. It starts off quickly where two scuffle right off the bat. The match utilized chairs, tables and chains. The match takes a turn when Eric Young pile drives EC3 on the apron of the ring, then to a table and eventually back in the ring. Winner, Eric Young. 2. TNA Tag Championship. System, Brian Myers and Bear Bronson vs Nic Namath and KC Navarro. Fun match where Casey Navarro displayed his uber athleticism. Numbers game played heavily. Winner. And still tag champs the system. 3. Tag match. The system, Eddie Edwards and Cedric Alexander, versus Moose and X-Division champion Leon Slater. A great mix of power and speed. Storytelling and a fun wrestling match. Winner. Moose and Leon Slater. Alayna Black addresses the Knockouts division and the audience. She claims she's the top star and will be watching the Knockouts title match and she's next. Ash by Elegance took offense and comes to the ring. As they Joe Jack, Indy Hartwell comes to the ring and faces off with the two. Alayna took enough and walks off. The two remaining Knockouts then have a great interaction, leaving Indy standing tall. 4. Knockouts World Championship. NXT Ariana Grace C versus Lei Ying Lee. In a fun match where Stax Lorenzo was a key factor early on. The ref gets frustrated and kicks Lorenzo out, opening the door for Lei. Winner. And new Knockouts World Champion Lei Ying Lee. Now to the news.
It's Friday and we have all the news that matters. Smackdown looks interesting. Cody Rhodes will address the attack from Gunther. Plus Gunther will make his intentions public. Blake Monroe is said to make an appearance because Smackdown is her home. We will have an exciting match between Fatal Influence, Jace Jane, Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed versus the super team of Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. We have women's title match Tiffany Stratton versus Kiana James. Then the stupid decision to have the funeral of the gingerbread man, really? I guess it's a thing. We are doing things different because it is Backlash weekend. Here are our predictions. And if you are liking and following, let's see how good we are against the spread. The Miz and Kit Wilson versus Danhausen and a partner of his choice. Some are speculating it will be John Cena, others his good friend CM Punk, while others are mentioning Daniel Fisher, Topanga from Boy Meets Girl, so it's going to be interesting. Odds are it could be Elton Prince, but who knows? Whoever it is, Danhausen gets the win. IYO Sky versus Asuka. This has been a slow burn and hopefully some payoff. The months of teasing Kairi Sane singles run to face Asuka were erased due to her release, but it could still play a factor. Winner. IYO Sky. 5 losses in a row makes no sense for the genius of the Sky, and possibly a one-off with Kairi Sane helping IYO. As title match, Trick Williams C versus Sami Zayn. This has been building but not necessarily well. The gingerbread man thing is ultra stupid and wasting real contenders like Carmelo, Ilya and so many others. Trick is beloved by the fans while Sami soured. Winner. Sami Zayn. Heel turn. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. This will be interesting. Braun Breaker is the future but Seth is still the top guy. So it will be fun. Winner. Seth Rollins. World title match. OTC Roman Reigns C versus Jacob Fatu. A lot of TKO chaos has put things in question where Roman Reigns may walk away from WWE. With a budding Hollywood career, it may be time to say goodbye. Winner. Jacob Fatu. Don't be surprised if an appearance of Zilla Fatu creating chaos. Now for the matches of the week, wrestlers of the week, and indie star. Match of the week. We are cheating here. Saturday's AAA match between Mini Vikingo versus Vikingo. Wow, action from bell to bell and it delivered. A major upset and another example how AAA is a fun product to watch. Wrestler of the week. TNA Knockouts champion Lei Ying Lee. Bringing back the title to TNA and becoming a 2-time champ. Indie star of the week. Tony Evans. A callback from the wrestling days. The OVW US champion is the complete package. He is great on the mic and draws heat as a heel should. Well, now to the news, which is something different for Fridays moving forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today we are going to do something different. Fridays will be set aside for editorials. What has happened to common sense? We are in the year 2026 and people are confused what a woman may be or not. Really, we have people sympathizing with communist leaders who have tortured and made life a living hell for their own people. We have groups of people wanting justice for a society who would kill them just for their beliefs. Really, what the hell is going on? Are we retrograding so badly that common sense is dead? Let's break down the whole gambit of craziness. Does everyone remember the whole EBT fiasco? Then people got in TikTok voicing if the government takes away our EBT, we will steal, so taking away from the working class 2 ways. EBT is meant to be assistance to those struggling, not a lifestyle. Then the audacity of saying we will steal if we don't get our way. What the hell? Not only are they not contributing but they are citing they will break the law to get their way. Are we as a society just going to let this happen? This is just an opinion, but are we so jaded and confused that we have all become babies with zero accountability? How have we gone so far down the rabbit hole? What does this say to the kids of these individuals? It's okay to act like complete assholes. We are moving towards a very slippery slope. Are we too far gone? Did you think our forefathers fought to create a free society just to have a bunch of indoctrinated peons ruining the greatest idea ever? It's time to take back this great nation. We cannot as a society move forward with backwards thinking. And that's the opinion of the staff of What the F at $, and if you don't like it, maybe you are the problem. Dumbass of the day, Porch Pirates. To be in the know, a Porch Pirates are fucking assholes who take the opportunity to steal packages that have been delivered. There's several kinds of Porch Pirates. 1. Lurking, assholes that walk or drive around and find the opportunity to take packages. 2. Professional assholes, create a regime that partakes following delivery trucks and create an in-depth routine. 3. Bad workers, individuals that work for Amazon or other delivery services, actually deliver, take picture and steal the packages. Porch Pirates, or individuals who steal delivered packages, cause over $37 billion in annual economic losses and significantly diminish community trust and security. They hurt the economy through stolen goods and retail replacement costs, while forcing shoppers to change habits, reducing online sales, and putting strain on law enforcement. Robbery hurts more than corporations. Many ass-backwards politicians actually support this action, which is mind-boggling. The fact this maneuver is hurting the entire gambit. Not only the person being robbed or affected but every single consumer. Negative economic impacts, massive financial losses. In 2025, Porch Pirates stole over 104 million packages, resulting in more than $15 billion in losses for consumers. Including retail replacement and refund costs, the total economic impact exceeds $37 billion. These assholes don't care about the impact they are personally creating. Increased consumer costs. Retailers often pass the costs of lost inventory and refunds on to consumers, leading to higher retail prices. These idiots often say, stealing doesn't hurt anyone. If you are part of these idiots, remember you are the very problem. Impact on retailers. Stolen item refunds are estimated at $6.5 billion, putting a strain on company profits, particularly for Amazon. 72% of reported thefts, UPS, FedEx, and USPS. Again, the domino effect is problematic. Reduced e-commerce activity. Roughly 44% of consumers now order online less often due to fear of theft, potentially hindering the growth of the e-commerce sector. What was meant to be a convenience has turned into a problem that should not have been. Negative community and social impacts, erosion of trust and safety. These thefts create anxiety and a sense of vulnerability, with victims often feeling unsafe in their own homes. Repeat victimization. Porch Pirates often target the same homes, with 79% of victims experiencing more than one theft. It is very unfortunate. Instead of being beneficial to society, Porch Pirates are a growing problem. Strained law enforcement. The high volume of thefts puts increased pressure on police and courts, diverting resources from other crimes. Shift in consumer behavior. Residents are forced to pay for security cameras, smart lockers, or choose more expensive, sign-on delivery options to protect their property. Maybe increase the punishment where individuals are held accountable. As for the third type, if workers participate, not only should they be fired but have them lose more than their jobs, lost bank accounts, freeze assets and publicly humiliate these trash bags. Well, if you are a Porch Pirate, do you realize stealing hurts everyone? What if the package was medicine? I know you don't care, but imagine the threshold of problems created just because you are a fucking jerk.